It's at greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We have a surprise surprise live today because we decided just the other day to go live today. So there you have it. We're doing our makeup live. We have Deborah with us today.
I don't see the live. It says 3 are waiting. Wait. Here we go. Go ahead. It was delayed.
Yeah, okay, you can't watch the live and make sure it's turned down because it's going to be
I muted
delayed.
it.
Very delayed. Let me make sure I can hear you though. Oh, that sounds so weird. Okay, so why do you sound like that?
What do I sound like?
You sound... It's not really an echo. It's more of... I don't know. But I don't see anything extra on mine. So, I don't know. It
And I
sounds
have
like
my
you're in a hallway, like an empty hallway.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. So let me move my microphone. Maybe it's too close to the laptop.
Or too close to your phone?
Well, my phone is not... Okay.
What are you doing? No,
Yeah,
Boo, you're not
so
coming with you.
Deborah has a new phone, so we're just trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, so I moved it. Yeah, it does. It sounds like you're on speakerphone. That's so weird. But hopefully you guys are okay with it because, like I said, I'm not sure how to fix it. Let me... It's so weird. Let me...
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Just nod if you can hear me. How about now?
I think that might
Making
have
it.
worked. I changed my thingy.
Is it better? Better, better, better.
I think it sounds better. I think it sounds better. Hopefully everybody else agrees. Apparently, I can't use my snowball when I have you live anymore.
Oh
So,
no.
no, that's all right. That's all right. Snowball seems to have issues with different things, but you know what, guys? It's technology. It is what it is. And let's say hello. Let's say hello to Debbie J and Jonna Watson and Cordelia, Ms. Jean Morin, and Lisa Acker, Linda Gorman. Hello, lovely ladies. I hope you're all doing so very fine and well. You're fine, better than an echo. Okay, so Two Crafty Girls is when Deborah and I get together and we just do crafty things. And today, we're just working on crafty things. I'm working on my art journal. It's kind of artsy, and it's gonna be at some point I'll start writing in it, and then it will be like a journal. But right now, I'm just trying to make it artsy. And I added some cards that I made. Remember, I made this the other day. I added this one, and then I added this one. Isn't he so handsome? Isn't he so handsome? And these guys. So I put these in, but then I took 2 pages out because it's going to be pretty darn full. But now I can't find where I put those pages. So while I look for that, Deborah, tell them what you're doing. I found my pages.
Okay, so I decided to make a binder, a D-ring binder, and so I've got partial started here. So it's going to fold this way. So the D-ring will go here and fold over this way.
So okay, you're actually making the binder. How do you make the D-ringy part stay?
How do I make this stay?
Yeah.
So I've got, I mean, there's different ways you can do it. I've got a screw and a bolt.
Oh, you're just gonna screw that thing right in there. That's too funny.
Yeah, and it's like the perfect length too, because I'm gonna have this end on the other side.
Gotcha.
And this is gonna be steampunk, so it'll fit right in. You know me.
That's awesome.
So that's that part. I've got double-sided tape that's coming around here, but for some reason, this room, I don't know, this is not sticking down, so I'm gonna have to use glue for this here on the edges of this.
Huh. I wonder why it's not sticking.
I don't know. It's heavy-duty double-sided tape, so I don't understand why it's not staying.
That's really weird. Okay, so Jean told me stop feeling up the little stop feeling him up. That's just rude. I want it touchy. Jean, you're too funny. And then Stamper Girl has arrived. Hello, and Mr. Jim, how are ya?
So I've got black gesso on here. I've got to put more on here and do some on this side. I'll be doing that. I'll also be putting gesso on the inside of here too, just so that it matches. But I won't be using this kind of paper fabric on this for the inside. I'll be doing something different. It will be paper, but it just won't be paper fabric.
Yeah.
And then just give me a second because these are heavy. I have these Tim Holtz Biggs dies. They're thick.
They're pretty awesome.
So this one is handmade, and I'm gonna put just random letters. But the one that's gonna say stamps that'll go on the bind here will be made out of these letters, and that's what happens when the sun gets at it. This was the color it was, and it turned it purple.
Yep, bleached by the sun.
Yeah. So the only name that's going to get on my book in its proper lettering, can you guess?
Tim Holtz.
And then I have these two. This is Broadway, and I'm going to put these on here too, just randomly around.
That's awesome.
But there's more. Wait.
There's more. I love these kind of projects because it's never really more. More is more. That's all I gotta say. More is more.
Let me move these guys out of the way. Heavy. So, yeah, you can see that over there, right? Yeah. Or maybe I'll put it back this way. It's all over. Okay, so I've got other things that I've been putting together. So I've got, it's closer. You see Honeybee, and I've got Altenew.
Could you hold them up a little bit? I'm gonna see if I can't make you solitary so that we can actually see that a little bit clearer.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. See, that's just gorgeous. Yeah.
Where am I?
Oops, what happened? What happened? Sorry, I kind of froze it. I forgot I can't do that, what I did. There we go. There you go.
Okay, I see. So I got to go to the left a little bit here. Okay. So I've done that. I did these in the brass color, but then I also have the silver. So I'm going to be putting these, and I'm not finished with the names, but I'll be putting these randomly around here. And they won't be staying in those colors. They'll be changed.
I like the silver one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a silver girl. I love sterling silver and titanium.
Yeah.
Those are mine.
And again, this is just black gesso. So this whole thing is going to be colored like a patina rust effect. And which is what I was going to start on tonight, right? I was going to start that with my gears, but two of my colors have gone really bad. So I've got to kind of revive them somehow.
Yeah, revive or replace.
Yeah.
That sucks. I have that happen many a time. Susan, hello, hello. Craft by Jay, hello, sir. I didn't expect you here. I thought your other friend was going live. Dawn the Crafty Visage. Hello, Dawn, my dear. I hope you're doing well. And Mr. Jim, quit walking so much. Gotta take it easy, sir. Take it easy. Because Mr. Jim just had a hip replacement, a joint replacement. So
yeah,
he
needs to exercise to a point.
Yeah, slow your roll, mister. So yeah, okay. So what I've done here is I kept the little. So this was made up of paper that I made a long time ago, and these was left over. So I'm actually going to put this like this to tie these two pages together. But I want to do something here so it's not just white. So what I'm going to do is take this apart because that's wise. Let me move my bin so that I can just work on this one page. We're going to put this back in here so we don't lose it. These are the two pages I took out, which this one is on copy paper. So I think I'm going to glue this back in. There was a spot that I thought this would still look good. And then this one I'll just use somewhere else. But yeah, so this is going to go here, but I just need to decorate this part. Ooh, this part. Thanks, Jim. Sorry, Jay. Don't be insulted. I like Jim too. Jim and Jay. But yeah, this is a Dollar Tree, and there's a hole because when I bought it, it was like a little 3-tail wind chime. So yeah, I actually have quite a few of these. Don't ask me why. I thought I needed more than one wind chime. Okay, so here's my colors. So let's and for this one, the edge of this, I just grunged it up. And I think, you know what, I think we're going to do that with this one. We're going to get my rustic combo. And some browns. We're just going to make it rustic. Maybe not hickory. What did I grab? Yeah. Antique linen. Okay, and then I do want to make sure that I don't I don't want to go over that area. So we're just going to pull out some. This is not mint tape, but we're going to use this anyways. I don't want it to rip my paper, but if it does, I won't be sad because that's just how that is. So we're going to tape that off. And then we're going to get stressy. Your paintbrush makes it look like just a painting on the thing. Like,
I put it there?
Yeah, like, it's that's where it belongs. It's part of the project, right? Now, this paper I'm using seems... I don't know what kind of paper this was. This is not my regular accent opaque or anything. It's like almost like construction paper. So it's leaving texture behind when I'm rubbing the color on, which is going to make it look even more fabulous. I guess a quarter of a mile was too much. Had the car worked on and walked to the nearby bagel shop. Oh, yeah. Susan says, yeah, the problem with that, Jim, is once you get there, you gotta walk back. But, yeah, so, yeah, be careful, Mr. Jim, sir. Ooh, that one's a good one. Look at that. So, we're going to have this here, and then we're going to have these pieces in here, so I don't have to go all the way in. Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty darn good. Okay. So far we have used antique linen and rusty hinge. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of carved pumpkin to make that little bit of rust area more rusty. Now, I'm just using these are felt cubes. The Distress inks come on felt. Yes. I prefer felt. I do, like I said, I've got a couple of Catherine Poolers. I don't know, they don't love me as much as I love felt. Let's just say that way. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and just kind of just rando marks. They don't have to be, they can be jaggedy, they can be whatever. Maybe another piece of metal was sitting here and it rusted over. So Deborah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm putting black gesso on the other side of my cover. I'm just trying to clean my spatula at the moment.
So I'm assuming you scooped it out because I wasn't watching, and Susan is like, what is Deborah doing?
Oh, I was mixing up the gesso so I get the proper consistency. It's like a can of paint, right? You gotta mix her up.
Yeah, because proper paints, you know, they do separate. Like if you go and buy a gallon of paint, they suggest that you have it shaken before you leave and make sure that you buy it like right when you're going to use it so it doesn't set. And if you leave it to set, then you gotta give it a good stirring because the paint will separate.
Yep.
And that's normal. So if you get some paint and it's separated, you can give it a shake. Now, some paints are like, no, we're done for. We don't go back together.
It's true.
Yeah, so Jay says, oh, really? I'm totally the opposite. I love the foam. And if I'm not mistaken, Jay, you said you had purchased the Simon Hurley and then sent them back because you didn't feel they were performing. because they are a different beast. They really are. They do not perform the same at all. But I love that. I love that they're different and unique. And it's something for everybody, right? Like, it's great that you don't have to settle. You're like, oh, because I don't think I would stamp very much if all of it was foam. Like, it's not fun for me. So it's always nice to have. Using the paintbrush to scrape it off the spatula to apply it. Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to waste anything.
Yeah. So, yeah, gesso is just like a base coat. And it's kind of like a primer. Like when you go and prime your walls.
It's a primer. I have white, and then I'm using my black. Because everything, you're not going to see a lot of the black, but it's going to really help the patina effect come through when I can use my colors.
When you can use your colors.
Yeah, I looked on Scrapbook.com, and they do have one of the colors, but I'm not paying $12.99 for shipping.
Yeah. No, just have it shipped to my house.
Yeah.
And then come get it in August. Or sooner. You can, just take a 4-hour road trip.
By Tuesday, my car should be on the road. The guy's coming tomorrow for the appraisal.
I'm sorry, your car should be what?
On the road. The bug.
Oh, okay, yeah, you guys, she got a bug, but you can't drive it because it needs appraised?
Well, first it has to be appraised. No, first it has to be safety, which it is now, and then it has to be appraised because it's over 20 years old. It's a 1999 bug.
Okay. It's just weird because, like, we don't have to have our cars appraised.
So if it's over 20 years old, it has to be appraised.
It's an antique.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they're saying is it's an antique, eh?
Yeah. Eh?
Eh? Sorry, I don't know why that just came out. It just did. Eh? That was so rando. Sorry.
It was.
Yeah.
Because we speak and she doesn't do that. And that was really random.
Don't ask. I have no clue. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It was a one-armed man. I'm going to add a little bit of this green in here. Oh, yeah. See, I remember doing that with the last one. Okay, so...
Hey, who else is coming to stamp away?
Vintage bug. Cool. But it's not like the old bug. It's just a 20...
It's 1999.
Yeah.
No, the motor is in the front, not the back.
Right.
So, I don't know.
So weird. So weird.
And it was purchased in the States because it's miles per hour, not kilometers. Like, so.
That is kind of neat, too. Susan says, ironically, I was struggling with Catherine Pooler inks just before this live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I found with her inks, they're so juicy. Like, and so you have to be so gentle with them. If you're...
Oh, that's like Make a Forte. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
I was not expecting that.
So gentle, so gentle.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay, and then we're going to spackle on some of this. Well, I wanted it more spackly, but it is what it is. Okay, so we put a little bit of twisted citron because I can't get enough of that stuff, and then a little bit of winter frost, although I went a little heavy with the drips on that, but they'll settle down here in a minute. And then we're gonna do the edges of this, which I can do pretty much in any color because that's what I did on what's its face. So we're just gonna add a little bit of color to the table. Right here, we're gonna get it movie and dip. There we go. Dip those white pieces in there. Although I only need one part of the white. Yeah, we'll do that. And I think we'll put a little bit of the green in there too. Okay. We've got that too. Cheaper taxes on older vehicles. Yeah, I did not know that. Okay, those go like that. And I think I'm gonna dab. I'm gonna go dry these dots a little bit and then dab them up. See how that works. Are you excited to go to Stamp Away?
Yeah.
We're gonna do the full experience, hanging out with Pam and Mary Alice and Cheryl Savato and Janine.
Janine, yep. That's why I was like, who else is coming?
Yep. I'm excited that Janine gets to go. And I'm glad that we can network and like get her there.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited.
For some reason, I thought that Janine was in Quebec. She's not. She's much farther away.
Oh. Yeah. It was sad to hear how much they wanted for her to fly across the states. Like, what?
I know.
Like that.
Ridiculous.
That's just asinine. Like, you get more people to go on vacation if it didn't cost so much. Like,
right.
You know, you get more people in your planes if you have better deals. I mean, in my opinion, you know, but that's just the way I look at it. My fine motor skills are not what they used to be, nor I want to be. I can't make the ink pad lightly kiss the stamp. It plants a big, sloppy, wet one on there. That's too funny. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you, Susan. And it's hard for me because I'm very heavy-handed. I mean, they're like little. No, there's nothing little about my hands. They're like man paws. My pinky, if you guys, I don't have my ring on because it kept slipping off. I went and switched them and haven't switched them back. But my pinky is a size 7. For all you women out there who wear size 7, like on their ring fingers and stuff, size 7 only fits my pinky. That's how big my hands are. And then we hit 10, and it's 10, and then sometimes they're 11 or 12, depending on whether or not I'm swollen or whatnot. But yeah, so yeah, I got these big man paws. They don't like to do things lightly either. It's like, nope. Sorry about your bad luck. So we're gonna glue our pieces down now. Stamper Girl says, it's been a while since I threw a a card in the trash, right? That's okay though. That's okay. It happens. It happens to the best of us. And I'm not the best of us, but it happens to me too.
You are so.
I try to be, but you know, sometimes. So I think I'm gonna put this way and have this edge over this. I think that'll just be more pretty. So I'm gonna glue these pieces down first so I know where I'm going.
Precious, you is in here. You know what's going to happen.
Cat fight!
Yeah.
I tried to save it, but there was no CPR that could save that card. Susan says, I'm so sorry for your loss. We're sorry for your loss. I only laugh because, girl, it happens. You're like working, and you know what happens is like I've had those moments where I'm working and I'm liking it, and then I'm like, I'm done, and I look at it like an hour later going, what on earth is this mess? Those are the ones that freak me out the most, because I'm like on my camera saying, ooh, I like this, and then when I'm all done, it's like, do I really like this? I don't think I do. Those ones are hard to get over too. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. It's trash. Okay, so there is that. And then we're gonna glue this bad boy down. I feel like I need extra glue because this is a big piece of watercolor paper. I probably don't, but there we have it. And it's my glue, so if I want to use it all up on one thing, I can. So
there. Okay, you in there already? Okay, thanks, man.
Did you get some pictures sent off to Anthony's Papercraft? Deborah.
I only showed him that one picture. And then let me see if I can move this. Yeah, I can. Here now. I'm not good with words.
I know, and I just put you on the freaking spot, so it's okay. You'll be fine.
Yeah, like I'm not good with words, and he's like, well, describe, and I'm like, well, doesn't this describe it?
Well, is that what he asked?
Media? Huh?
Yeah, so just find the things that make you happy about it and explain what you did. Like, hey, I do mixed media, and in this one I use this and this, because you may think it looks obvious, but you know, it's not.
True, yes, yeah.
To everyone, so you just, in layman's term, that's how I approach those kind of questions. Like, explain what you did, and you just literally go through the steps. Like, you know, I did some ink smushing, this, that, and the other thing, and got the colors that I wanted. I wanted to make it moody, or I wanted it to look angry or soft, or, you know, tell them what you were striving for, and yeah, you'll be just fine. But get it out there, because he's got some new stuff he's got going on. Okay, so where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So I finished my page. Look at that. That actually looks really stinking good together. Sometimes I amaze myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty impressed. Susan says, I love the movie page.
Where'd it go? Where's my popcorn? There it is. Oh, it's at the very beginning.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like for that, I would be like, well, how did you make the yellow stripe? And is the popcorn a dye? If you do anything handmade, let them know. And like, oh, the movie projector, was a dye or whatever, or I copied it and fussy cut out something or something.
Right.
And your stars, they were like gesso or something, weren't they? They're not just stickers.
No, this is molding paste.
Yeah, so
Molding
some of that
paste.
stuff doesn't translate through the camera. So if you
Oh.
point that out, like the stars are a molding paste, so there's texture to them. Because I like adding texture, and I'm a textile, because I like textiles, so I like when we can add things. I like too touchy.
Exactly.
As Jean said, to quit pawing at it. Just rude. But yeah, touchy. So yeah, just highlight some fun things that aren't obvious. Like the texture paste is not obvious. How you got. So to me, it almost looks like there's the yellow stripe is like pieced in there, but is it laying on top, or is it pieced in there?
It's painted.
Okay, yeah, see, I wouldn't have known that. It almost looks like a piece of paper or something, like we could put a paper across that. So just kind of point out things that are unique. I use paint, I do this, I do that. Here I painted this bright yellow movie projection and then stamped over the top of it and stuff like that. Jean says, hey, stop that. No, you can't make me. I'm having too much fun. But yeah. Okay, so that is that for that. And I did have an idea for this page here. My All Create Octo Lady map and shells roadmap. Ooh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to make this like a map, like you could open it up and it was a map, like an old crusty map. That would be fun too. Ooh, I can make this like a map, like a treasure-y map. Like they do in The Hobbit and stuff, where they have the land and the water and all that stuff. So Susan says, how'd you make the popcorn?
Oh,
But most importantly, is that popcorn scratch and sniff. That would be so awesome. Like, you remember those scratch and sniff stickers and stuff?
Yeah.
That would be so awesome. That is such a... Susan, that's genius. I'm just going to say that. That's genius.
Unfortunately, no. And if it was, it would be all sniffed out by me.
All sniffed out. And then this one here, I wanted to use the Goldfish Pond by Altenew, because I think those would be pretty in here. But, yeah. So, my Octo Lady...
If I remember correctly, I think that Tim Holtz has the stamp of popcorn. So I think I stamped it and then cut them all out.
Yeah,
for all you people that love fussy cutting.
Oh yeah, I do love the fussy cutting. That's right. Speaking, and if you guys aren't sure, yeah, I fussy cut every strand of hair. Not once, but twice. because this is the original here, and I fussy cut all that, and then I went in a little bit closer just so his hair had some texture in there. But yeah, I fussy cut all of that. I know, it's a little psychotic, but I mean, look it. I don't know. I love it. A little mental. I know. It's okay. I don't think I want you there. I think... No, where did I put you? I'll put you there. No, you were here. You were here. Get back in here. Okay. So I'm reusing my washi tape because I can. And then I'm going to get the Octo Lady. Ooh, wait. Oh, now I don't know because I used him. What if I used her? Because I got a her. Where'd her go? Please hold. I need to find her. Although, I'll pull out the Octo Lady. You guys can help me decide who to put there. Where dideth his go? They should be in here.
I don't know who's new and who's not new, but these dies are the big dies, and you're fortunate if you can find them. These are amazing. You can cut so much with these. You can cut metal, you can cut chipboard, you can cut whatever your heart's desire, except for wood.
No wood, huh?
No, fortunately, no.
She was in the other bin. I should have known better. She's in the Simon Hurley bin. Okay, so I can either use her, but he's a few pages away. She's a few pages away, or let me find Octo Lady. I know she's not in the right spot because... Okay, here she is. Oops. Jean has scratch and sniff washi tape.
I know, I can't believe she has something like that.
So here's Octo Lady by Olga Heldwin. It's an all Create design, but she's really pretty. Or we could do the mermaid, but that's what the mermaid looks like. She's really pretty too. Oh my gosh, she is really pretty. But he's a few pages away, and there's nothing that says that I can't do her eventually. But there is a crease in my paper because this is that kind of paper. Stamper Girl says, I have never seen those Alphabet Bigs dies.
Oh no, really? Oh, they're awesome.
Susan says, my fussy cut circles look like popcorn.
That's funny.
Okay, so, because, let's see. Let me see. I gotta figure this out real quick, my friends. So, this page goes here. That goes there. That goes... I'm not sure where that's gonna go. I kind of lost it. Okay, so... we have... we're gonna go to the C. So, we have our C. So, we have this lady... Whack-a-mole. Where's going on here? I whacked my camera now. Sorry, guys. So we have this. We open it up to some bubbles, which I think I'm going to match that. And then we go into this, which is, I love this. And into that. And into that.
What I was supposed to do.
And then there's that. And then that's going to open up like that. And I think we're going to put that right there. So that's going to open that. And then he is that. And then we have that. Maybe kind of, maybe in the book with her. I think so. If we end the book with her, I think that'll be nice. And then, yeah, I think we'll do that. I think I'll do the Octo Lady here. I think that's what I need. Come here, lady. She's gonna go here. That way there, if this ever rips, because this is like paper you would use to print your checks or invoices on, and then you rip it. So it's got a natural tear in there. So if I put her on there, if anything ever happens to this, it's still good. But yeah, I think I'll put her there, and then we'll flip a couple. Let's flip a couple of pages, and then get back to him. So if I put him here, nope. Where do I want to put him? We're gonna put him in here. Right? Yeah, we'll put him in here. And then we'll do a flap or something so that we don't have to look at all this pink. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out the letters of his name. Like, okay, T, I got the I and the M, and then the O-L.
T.
O-L.
T-Z. You need a Z in there. So you got to do the T twice.
The T. No, T once. T, lowercase t once. Uppercase T is done. And then uppercase H is done.
Well, fine. Just be that way.
So, okay, T, Z. H. No, yeah, H, O, L, T, Z, and I. Okay, I'm good to go.
Okay, so we're gonna get I think we're gonna do Misty because I need more of my paper to stick out. I need some paper to stick out. Yes, Jay, lots of crafty stuff. Oh no! Haha, Stamper Girl! I'm so sorry. On the plus side, you can still put it on another card. She accidentally trimmed, she needed to trim her card because it was a bit too off. And
Okay.
She cut the folded side. And though that has not happened to me yet, I'm sure it will soon. Just wait.
Now that you said it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen because that's what happens. Okay, you know what? I really need to wash this. It is all caked in. It's not sticky anymore. Okay, please hold a second. I gotta do a cleanup on this. We're gonna hose it down because I'm not running down the stairs to the sink.
But come on, we love doing that. Not.
I know, right? You can feel all the grime on there. Just all that buildup. Look at that.
You need exercise? Come to Elizabeth's house.
Yeah, you want. Yeah. Which you think, if I just walked my stairs, I'd lose some weight, but no. They wipe me out. Gloria! Okay. If you guys get the sticky mats, like the waffle flower stick mat or the Altenew stick mat, and they're not sticky, just take them to the sink. Gentle soap, and by gentle soap, I mean Dawn dish soap. If you don't have Dawn dish soap, just...
Why not?
Why? Why not? Yeah, I would recommend Dawn dish soap to anybody. I don't know. One, they designed it to help do the dishes, and then found out that it's gentle on your animals, and by accident they found out it encapsulates fleas and kills them basically on contact. And it is really good for little kittens and stuff. If they get the fleas, you can just wash them in some Dawn dish soap, and it gets them right out of there, and it makes it easy to comb them out afterwards too. Just saying. Dawn, if you need a sponsor. Okay.
So this is what I was using to do Tim Holtz, just regular craft paper.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm getting out the heavy duty stuff.
Heavy duties.
Yeah.
Cindy Decker. Craft by Jay. Yeah, penguins, ducks, they use Dawn dish soap. For the oil spills mainly. They found that it helps release the oils from ducks and stuff on oil spills. Okay. See, that is much stickier now. Look at that, you guys. And it is a little weird because my paper is slightly warped because, it was wet and stuff at one time, so. But we're gonna oh no. She tore up my thing. She tore up a piece of that. Interesting. My gold leafing. She plucked it right off the thing. How rude. Yes, this is Deborah from Canada. This is, when you guys see two crafty girls, this is my friend Deborah from Canada. We go live every second Saturday of the month, although I wasn't feeling 100%, so...
Neither was I.
And so we postponed, and then this is our makeup day.
Yeah.
And then so the second Saturday of next month, we'll be back. We'll be back working on something. Yeah, this is just a time to craft and chat with people out there. Maybe you're out crafting and you just don't want to be alone or whatever, so you can just hang out with us. We're not really here to complete projects. We may start a bazillion of them and never finish them, but that's our prerogative. We do whatever we want. Where in Canada is Deborah?
Ontario.
And yeah, you guys, I ask because I don't freaking know. I just go to my computer, type in her address, and hit the mail thing. So what? Yeah. But Deborah has been to my house twice now.
Yep. Yes, twice now.
Twice now. And I have not been to hers, but to be fair, I do not have a passport. And it kind of freaks me out. I'm not going to lie. But, yes, but what city?
Oh, you can go Fenwick or Pelham. Either way, it's the same.
Fenwick or Pelham? Yeah, I remember that. Pam is like, it's Pelham. I'm like, I thought it was Fenwick. Because at one point...
It's both.
Oh, Cindy Decker says she's originally from Ontario.
Oh.
Dash London. London?
London.
London. London.
Yep, London.
London. I don't know why I said London, but then I was like, I don't know, is that how London is supposed to be spelled?
Yes, it is. Yep.
I was like, no, something's wrong.
Not London, England, but London, Ontario. Yep.
I'm like, London.
and I was so excited. I thought there was actually something here in Ontario when it's California.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Because we were driving. I tell you, these names are funny, right? So we're driving around, and the street names are up and everything, and I'm like, there's that Todd Street again. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not Todd, it's only one D, so it's Todd. Because it doesn't have the second D to soften it out, like Todd.
No, it doesn't. It's Todd.
So, Todd. I was like, it's freaking Todd. And poor Thomas is laughing. I'm laughing. I'm like, yep, it is no longer Todd. It's Todd. Because there's no second D to help string it out. So Cindy says, I see. She's from Niagara area. Cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Niagara.
But yeah, so now if you all look at Todd, that is spelled T-O-D.
D.
It is not Todd. It is Todd. And Debbie J, if your husband, I hope he's a double D. Otherwise, he's just going to be Todd. When I talk to him, I'll be like... Don't mind me. I'm crazy. I know. It's late. It's fun. And this is our crazy time. So, yeah. And no, I have not drank anything. Although yesterday I had a drink. Had a drink at our Valentine's dinner. And it was pretty tasty. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty tasty. But it was spendy. But, and my husband had this drink. It was some blue thing. He said it was really good, but mine was a non-alcoholic, but you could pay to have it spiked, which I did. I says, but could you make them a lightly spike it, because I don't want it to be too much, don't want it to be too much. Okay, so you know what?
Where did I put my pokey tool now?
I don't know.
The cat was on my desk. Where to put it?
P for pokey. I'm going to add some blue to both sides of this. So we're going to put down some Tropical Tango. We're going to do a cleanup.
So there's also this thing about these dies, is that your letters can get stuck in them, or whatever you're using. So you need to poke it out somehow. This one's not too bad.
Gotta poke it out, huh?
Because you'll see here, this one is actually submerged. And this one was out a little bit. So that came out okay.
That's chronic.
Now I gotta try and get this M out.
Oh yeah, that's much better. Oh yeah, I like that much better. We throw some blue in there. And this is just copy paper, so it's gonna bleed through a little bit, and that is okay with me because I need the back to not be so pink, because remember, we're going to put our Fisher guy over there, and he's a Fisher guy that doesn't think he looks bad in pink. But we all know that some people should just not wear pink. Man or woman. Pink is not, I don't know. Pink is not my color of any choice. Like, I don't think I own anything pink other than my inks and my paper.
I like pink.
And, you know, on Instagram for a while, there was that little song, I like pink. And I'm like, where's mine? Where's my song that says, I like green?
Green. I don't know.
Gloria asks if it's a steel rule die, Deborah.
Yes, it is.
Yep, Tim Holtz made sure, that whole line of stuff, those big dies are steel rule.
Yes. The only one I want that I'm missing out of the alphabets is Society. That's the only one I want.
Society, huh?
Yeah. If it's not at Stamp Away, I'm going to cry.
Cindy Decker says, ooh, ECR, I love that grungy pink background. Well, shame on you. No. I am going to add a little bit more, and then we'll see how I like my guy with it, because he is going to be with this page here. So I just need to tone it down just a little bit. Oh, look, my little dots popped out a little bit more. I like that. So yeah, we're just going to add a little bit more of the Tropical Tango. And Tropical Tango is a beautiful color. It is like that. Is it green? Is it blue? Depending on where you put it, you're going to get a different answer. It's right on that cusp of green-blueism. It's gorgeous. It is a really nice color. It's a good transition color. And yeah.
I'm doing this over again.
Did it break one of them?
It broke all the layers.
It broke all the layers? I'm sorry. Okay. And then we're gonna put a little bit of blue in here. Let's get a little bit of breakup blue. Yeah, it's a big size, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. From his old alterations.
That's a nice. Breakup blue is a nice dirty blue color. And it's kind of muted. I don't know. Yes, you guys, I'm a little biased. I like all the Simon Hurley colors because I have them all and I use them all the time. I am sad though. I do need a violet. Violet, you're turning violet. Jean's being mean. She won't let me touch the merman. This merman right there. Merman. I pat his head. She's so mean to me. So mean. Oh yeah.
Oh, earlier, Jean, I was telling her what she was doing. I'm like, stop touching it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
She made a mess and then she recovered.
I did. I almost mucked it up for all eternity, you guys. I'll show you because I was adding some stuffaluffagus. Okay, I'm loving that. Oop, not that though. Pushed a little too hard and got the brush stroke in there. We'll just blend it out. And yes, you can blend out brush strokes. So what happens when you get a brush stroke, right, is you're putting extra ink in some areas and lighter than others, and then it leaves a brush stroke. In order to get rid of a brush stroke, you have to bring the color level up to the darkest stroke. So it might just have to become a darker area. So just keep that in mind. If you get a brush stroke that you don't like, you can work it out. You just have to add more of the same color. And we plopped in a little bit of No Diving, which was actually blended a little bit with the Breakup Blue. That's why it looks a little subdued, because we used the same brush without cleaning. So we didn't have pure No Diving in there. But look at her. Isn't her pretty?
I will give that a try, Cindy.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, ha 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 ha. Husband left for work. You know how I know? My video stopped playing, which means my phone connected to the car, which is funny because if it connects to the car, then he's actually listening to it a little bit. But yeah, so.
I don't understand how that's working though. How that would work. If I'm gonna put the tape on here, but it's the steel rule that keeps it from going. I don't understand. I'm gonna try it. I don't get it, but I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, I don't. So if you're watching the replay and there's no comments, the tip is for steel rule dies, put packing tape over the foam and leave it there to help keep paper from getting compressed into the cutting blades. Run once alone first to get tape into the blades. So it sounds like what happens is you put the packing tape over, you run it through, and because the tape isn't going to cut like paper, so it's basically just going to kind of stretch it and shove it in there. And then when you send the paper through, the paper will get cut, but not actually stick.
I see. So it's just going to it'll be smooth.
Right. And so, but Cindy is letting you know that you need to run the tape through with nothing else first. So you got to compress it one time first. Okay, so I think I'll use some colored pencils so that it doesn't bleed through to the other side. And I really like how that looks with that Tropical Tango in there. I'm glad I did that. But I think I'm going to go through with a little texture paste on this side, because I'm liking it a little bit more, but I still feel there's a lot of disconnect, and maybe we can help that along just by running this along in there. Oh yeah, look at that. We'll do a little tearing edging action or something, so that will look like that maybe. Oh, I like that. Maybe do this so that it has a flap, so then you can flip this up and there's maybe a hidden message on the back. That might be fun. Let me do that. Okay, but first I gotta color my lady. I must color the lady. Oh, so Cindy also says caution, try on a small area.
Okay.
Just in case it mucks up your foam.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You know, because she says she heard it or read it, but hasn't actually tried it yet. But I'm gonna go grab my colored pencils. Pencils.
Yeah, because I have these little ones too, right? And they, well, littler than this one, but and they get stuck in there too.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try and make my octopus lady like purpley, blackish purpley, I think might be fun. So let's lay down a bit of black and not super black, so like a super dark gray. Bruntfunner 073. And let's see. Let me. We're just going to have this come up a little. Because I don't feel like her skin would be the same color as her tentacly area. So we're going to try and just very lightly run that gray up, so then her skin color will run into her tentacle color. Cindy says, do not test on your favorite dye.
No, don't do that. No.
Gloria says, would wax paper help? Wax paper would leave a residue behind. So.
No.
So Jim, no, I'm not gonna layer her like the merman. No. As fun as she is, I would she would be fun to layer, because I would like do her body, and like these tentacles I would do more than one time just so it's up higher. But no, we're just gonna straight up color this one. Do something a little different.
I think I'm going to have to go to the dollar store and get more containers.
Containers for what?
For all my stuff.
For all your
my little stuff. My little bitty things. So I've got Tim Holtz done. I've got stamps done. Now I'm going to do okay. I wrote down all the companies that I think I have with stamps.
Mm-hmm.
I went on to Stampendous, and I went on to Simon Says Stamp, and then I went through alphabetically looking for names.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was having a derp moment and I just couldn't remember names.
Yeah.
So, which is
W KRP in Cincinnati.
I watched that.
I've seen a few episodes. My auntie likes that show. Or she did.
Knock on the Invisible Door.
Yep.
I need paper.
I have paper. I have lots of paper. I have enough paper for everybody to do a couple of cards. And then some.
Oh, I was going to say just a couple.
Well, everybody in the chatty chat. And then I would still have paper left over for me. Lots of paper. Lots of paper. You can ask Deborah. I have an obscene amount of paper. Nobody needs as much paper as I do. But apparently me. And that's why we have Patterned Paper Monday.
Try and start using it.
Yeah, because I don't think to use it, because I like using stamps and stuff to make like everything. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I like my Patterned Paper Mondays. Jean says, I love the episode where it was raining turkeys. I don't know if I saw that episode.
I don't remember that one. But I guess if I was seen it, I would remember, because that's raining turkeys.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show in like eons. But you know, certain things stick in your head, like
yeah.
In Cincinnati. But yeah.
So I have a ringtone, or not a ringtone, a notification. So this will get stuck in everyone's head. Does everybody remember the Muppets? Specifically these guys? Mana dun 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 mana dun 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 mana dun. Yeah, that's Elizabeth.
Yeah. What's really funny about that is it's been popping up on my Instagram a lot, like people using that sound.
No way!
Yeah.
And I randomly picked it.
Yep. So it's always stuck in my head because thanks to Instagram, it's a classic from WKRP. Yeah. The turkey one. But yeah, I don't know. I still get funny looks when Baby Shark goes off because, well, it's Baby Shark. And they're like, that's outdated. But that's like the only. It is the most obnoxious noise that always catches my attention. And so, yeah, it's my YouTube. And so when it goes off, I'm like, oh, who's going live? Because it grabs my attention. And, yeah. I love adding specialty ringtones. And Deborah's ringtone. Do you want to know what your ringtone is for my phone?
I thought it was me laughing, or baby laugh, or did you change it?
Yeah, I changed it.
Oh, what is it?
It's Come As You Are. By
no way! Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, so that you can just be yourself in the presence of me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, know, she just needs to come as she is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what yours is Come As You Are. That little section out of there.
That's awesome sauce.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that'll never leave. Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce.
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 Sauce. I want all the sauce. All the chocolate sauce.
Yeah, there was enough chocolate sauce in my drink yesterday that I could have shared with a few people. It was literally like an inch thick at the bottom of the glass. I was like, what a waste. What a waste. Because I stuck my straw down there to take a drink, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. It was not pleasant. But the rest of the drink was really good. Some coffee caramel something or other.
I will look for that, Jean, on YouTube. I will. I want to see it.
I just added a few dark areas with the gray because, you know, I need it to be darker area for the shady bits. And then we're going to go over it with some purples. And I like to put, I don't do it all the time, but sometimes, you know, I'll put down a color and then go over it with other colors so that I'm not using the one color so much. I don't know if that makes sense. Just so that all my pencils get used. And I'm not using, so like if I like purple a lot, right, which I don't, but if I did and I used it for everything like my greens, I'm gonna put down a color so that I don't have to use as much of my favorite color and getting that in there. Just helps kind of layer these things up. I hope that makes sense. Or if you have an ugly color that you just don't use it as a base so that it does get used up, and then you don't feel guilty that you don't use it.
I don't feel guilty that I don't use purple ever. I never feel guilty for that.
But you can use purple as a base for your black.
I know.
And trust me, it's pretty.
I will know it's there.
Yeah, but that's the point.
I don't want it to be there.
You do, because it'll make your colors more rich. It just is nice to add a different color underneath sometimes, just to spruce it up. And then we're gonna fan this out very lightly. Very lightly. See, she looks good. Shay!
Oh, thanks.
Well,
what?
Hello. What?
Holy, hello, Shay. Where you been?
Probably been working and can't get to a live. And we're on at a very strange hour. PJB Stamper! Hello, lovely lady.
Ma'am.
She, I think, took a little napping poo. Because this is not a normal time for our lives.
No. Pam, sorry, I fell asleep.
You fell asleep? What?
Well, I fell asleep long before our meeting, and I just never woke up from it.
Well, shame's on you.
I know. I've been a bad girl. I'm actually curious to find out what this alarm will sound like on my new phone.
Which one?
No, I'm wondering if it's going to be loud enough to wake me up.
Oh. Yeah, you just have to make sure you set the alarm loudness, because you can do that. And I don't know. Well, I pay for Spotify because I'm a music junkie, and I don't being like told I can't listen to something because I don't have the premium subscription.
Right.
So, yeah, that is one of my vices. Like, if I have to downsize a lot of my apps and stuff, whatever, Spotify will be the last to go. Because, yeah, I love Spotify, which I'm going to tell you right now is better than Amazon Music, which I was with for a while until they couldn't get their stuff together. And it's like, ugh. And then my son's like, hey, Spotify's not that bad, Mom. So I got the premium package, which lets me have one other person, and he's my song junkie too. So we have a album, or I don't know, a little file that we can share, and I can send him, hey, listen to this one, and he sends me stuff, hey, listen to this one. And so yeah, so he and I are on the Spotify premium. But I don't know if basic Spotify will, but I use Spotify as my alarms. It connected it to my alarm thingy, and you can use Spotify as alarms. So it'll play whatever's next in the song category that you have going.
That is cool.
Yeah. So I have it set to go off with my Gary Allan. I like waking up to Gary Allan. He's not as good as a merman, but, next best thing. But there's also There's a really obnoxious alarm that I used to use for a while. Sounded like a siren. Used to scare the bejeepers out of me. But I got that one off of Zedge.
That's what I was using.
Yeah, there's one that's a shotgun. Baby Shark is my YouTube lives only, because I found with me personally, if I have the same ringtone for like everything, I'll start ignoring it because I just don't care what it is. But yeah, Baby Shark is my YouTube channel notifications. So when you lovely people like Jay and Stamper Girl go live, it is my Baby Shark. And it was Baby Shark that told me that Jay was live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I told Deborah, I forgot he's live. We need to go live at 8.
Yeah, like, let's go later.
So I like ran back to Facebook and I'm like, sorry guys, 8 o'clock. Because yeah, and I was watching Jay. He did a lovely card with some really pretty blue and yellowy patterned what is that called, the crossy thingamabobbins plaid. Yeah, it was a really pretty plaid, unique in my opinion. I don't think I've seen a lot that look like that. Trying to decide what's going on inside of this hoop. So this rolls around. I feel like I don't know what that is. We'll just color it purple. I don't know. And see, I didn't have any gray in there, and so it's really bright compared to the rest. Cindy has a rooster for her alarm clock. It's pretty loud and jarring.
There was a noise, and I can't even remember what it is, but I said to Steve, if that went off on my phone, I would throw my phone across the room. Don't want to hear it.
Jay says, I was on a call. I used the Mario death sound. It's hard to play Mario now. Oh my god, it's 3 a.m. Something is broken. What? It's not. What?
It is not 3 o'clock in the morning. You're broken.
Yeah, it's only 9:30, Mr. J. And is it the same? Is he in our time zone or is he different? And it's even earlier for him. It might be like 8:30 for him. I don't know.
It's certainly not 3 o'clock in the morning, Jay.
No. Nope. Stamper Girl says, "Hey Pam, I'm still here. Fighting. Oh wait, nope. Sorry. That was so rude. I was trying to read Stamper Girl, and then I was reading Susan's. So let me backtrack. Stamper Girl says, my alarm is my hubby's greyhound licking my face at 6:10. I don't like dog licks. I mean, I love my dog, but she's not allowed to lick me. It's just gross. But I know it's not gross, but to me it's gross. Susan says, hey Pam, I'm still here fighting with a doll X-Acto knife. Girlfriend, I'll tell you right now, take out the blade and get you a fresh one. Don't fuss. They're so cheap. Get you a new blade, because doll knives will get you cut quicker than anything. That I don't play around with. If I find that my knife is not doing what it's supposed to, I change that blade out. You can get cut so easily. Yeah, I just scold you right now on that. Go change the blade.
And you usually get extra blades. Unless you've used them all.
You know what I did is I bought a huge pack on Amazon and then sent some to Pam. Because she needed some, and I'm like, hey, I just bought a whole big pack that I'll probably never use all of them, and sent them. Yeah, Amazon has some cheap ones, and they do dull fast. But you know what? I think I want that a little darker.
Jim, are you still here?
Yeah, he just says, well, somewhere in the world it is, referring to the 3 a.m. thing.
That's Jay. I'm talking about Jim.
Yeah, no, Jim said, well, somewhere in the world it is.
Oh, I thought it was Jim. No, sorry.
That's all right. That's just you catching up to me when I tried to call Jay Jim. You're reading the comments. But yeah, okay. Jim's still here.
Okay, my question is, okay, I'm going to be using, okay, I'll show you what I'm using because you'll understand. So this is what went dry, this stuff. I got to nurture it back to health somehow, hopefully. So after I do all the patina and all the effects and everything, to bring the rivets back to life, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think if I dab this on here, heat set it as per you're supposed to, do you think that will work? Do you think...
So after you use all your pastes and everything, and you're just wondering if it'll go over the top and set like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So
to bring the rivets back to life.
I would say, Jim, that's a good question. So for me, I would say test an area with the material that you're going to use underneath it, because what if the paste activates? And yeah, Jim, I would agree with Jim. He says in theory it should.
Okay.
So the only thing I would worry about is, like, you have your textured paste and then you have the wax on top, and you got to heat the wax.
Yeah.
So you want to be careful. Just, I guess, like heating acetate. What's his face on acetate? Like, keep it moving.
Yeah.
More so, okay. And then just do a slow heat. But yeah, he says it too. Try it on a sample piece. Just get your materials about what you're gonna do, and then do a little sample.
Okay.
Oh, she looks so nice. Now see, there's times when purple comes in handy, Deborah. And see how, I don't know if you can see, but how just kind of plain it is right in that little circle-y area versus all the gray I put down first. It just kind of changes it a bit. And it's not just a plain solid color anymore. Yeah, Jim says, I don't know if the paste will interfere with the foundry wax. But in essence...
Because I don't know if it's going to soak right into the thing, and then I have shiny blobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like he said, though, give it a little run through.
Yeah.
Because in essence, the texture paste should dry hard, right? Like,
yes. Yeah, I see your purple stuff going on there.
Yeah.
I still think.
I think all the colors have value. Like pink. I mean, I use pink. I think it has its value in some situations. But, yeah. Clothing is not one of them. No way in heck is purple that. It's a purple shadow. But yes, it's purple, you guys. It's purple. It's 6:35 a.m. in Dubai. In Dubai. See, Stamper Girl says neon colors are the best. I don't think so. They're okay. I don't know.
Are neon colors coming back again? Oh my.
Yeah, I think they're trying to come back. Because that's what they do, right? They go and they come back. They recycle themselves. Like bell bottoms, you know, those came back for a while. Which I don't understand that one, but to each their own, I guess. Cindy says, oh, I love and have pink golf shirts and skirts. Poor Cindy. She's broken. No, I'm joking.
Send her a sorry card. Sorry about your poor color choices.
Yeah, I don't know. But we all have that, right? Like we see something and we're like, why? But I don't judge. I don't. I tease, and yeah, you guys, I'll tease you. I'll say
it's
you're broken.
Fun. Yeah.
I'll say you're broken, but it's so nice that we have so many colors that we can choose from. You know, we're all one Roy G. Biv happy family, let me tell you.
Yeah, and if there weren't people out there that liked all different colors, we would be pretty boring.
Wouldn't it? Like, I couldn't imagine not having as many color choices as that we do, you know.
No. It has to be many colors.
And Stamper Girl says that the neons have never left her craft area. She's hung on to them. Although the green that I particularly like, a lot of people say is more of a neon green. Because I do like a nice bright green with my... I like it green with the black, like in my running shoes and stuff. And I only call them running shoes because that's the department I get them out of. But I do not run. If you see me running, you better be running right with me because something's going down. But yeah, so... But I love, like, my Nikes and stuff. I've always bought cheap shoes until I tried on some actual shoes once. And I say actual because apparently Walmart shoes are not really shoes. In case you're wondering, they're not. They're not really shoes. I bought my first pair of Nike and was utterly impressed at the comfort and everything. So I have Nike, Reeboks. I used to have a pair of gray and green K-Swiss. I loved those. I wore those out. But yeah, gray and green is really nice too. I like that color combo.
Gloria, no, I've never seen a black and white TV.
Really?
Only color.
Oh my gosh. I used to have a black and white TV in my room. It was just a little one, but yeah, that's what when I first had my TV in a room, it was a little black and white one back in the 1990s. So I'm just adding a little bit more darkness to a couple of areas.
I'm basically done, but I'm going to go to the bathroom and put this in some better water.
Some wah-wah. Yeah, because you don't want it to soak up the handle, just the bristles.
No, you guys go. We're not coming in.
But, yeah. So she's looking pretty sharp. And I think I'll do a nice jet black hair with a purple accent for a highlight. And let's try this one. I also have magnet color in hair conditioner. Oh, magenta color in hair conditioner. Oh, nice. Yeah, my son, that one was really hard for me. He wanted pink in his hair, and I'm like, let's try blue first. And then, yeah, that one was hard for me, but I inevitably did let him put pink in his hair, and it did not look too bad. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't look too bad. It still wasn't my favorite, but he really liked it. And since it's his hair, I liked it for him, because that's how I roll. But I had to take baby steps. I had to go with the blue first. I was like, wait. I don't want to see you with pink hair. Stamper girl, I do. And being Dad's personal remote control, right? Jay, you should throw in some blue highlights. Aw, Pam says, once upon a time I had 14 pair of Nikes so I could coordinate my sneakers with my outfits. See, that's awesome. But see, my problem is, same as my man paw hands, I have man paw feet, man. And so if they actually made women's shoes in my size, I would wear a 10.5. But they do not, they go from 10 to 11. So either the shoe's too small or it's too big. So I go to the men's department and I wear men's shoes, you guys. I wear men's shoes. And you know what? I'm not sad about it because they have way more support than women's shoes. And because my color choice is black and green, well, there you have it. Okay, so in order to keep the lines in her hair, I'm going to do a dark gray hair. Not actually black, because I still want to keep her hair lines, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do most of it in black and then go over it with the dark gray and then go over it again with the black. I have to do that in my tub right now. Pam says we had to change channels using pliers because the dad broke the knob off, changing the channel so much. Pam says I have women's size 10.5 sneakers. Yeah, I have a hard time finding them when I go shopping, so I quit, and I just buy men's shoes now. They always have them in my size. But yeah, my tub. We took the tub apart so that we could put up the new wall piece in there. And come to find out, they glued the handle to the spiggity turny thingy. And yeah, so we are using pliers to do our water right now because I haven't purchased the pieces to fix the tub yet. I really don't want to. Let me just say it that way. I really don't want to.
It is a pain in the ass.
Yep. But I will. It'll be done before August.
Oh, I was going to say, but the pliers do work.
Yep. Well, we broke another piece, so it's yeah, it's the turning area is getting smaller and smaller. So yeah, it's a piecer crapper. And we're getting close to a month since I told them that the windows, the outside part of the window has dropped and we're getting a breeze, so we're really heating the outside now. Let me tell you, that's lovely.
That's a pain in the ass if they don't come to your house and do what they're supposed to do.
Nope. Unless there's a water problem. I guess they don't want water damage, but they don't mind that the windows are falling apart or anything. But if I call them with a water issue, they're there the next day. You know, the lap and plasters falling off the walls. No, that's been over 2 years now since I first reported it. Every now and then I'm like, yeah, the wall's still falling apart. Okay, we have a work order in. I'm like, well, okay.
That means nothing.
Yeah, and now the windows they're slipping out of their casings, and yeah, I'm like, oh,
Isn't there someone you can go to make sure that?
Yeah, but 10 to 1, they'll condemn the house, and I will have to move, and I have no place to live. Yeah, I think honestly, I think this house is on the verge of like a condemnable place because there's a lot of things happening that shouldn't be happening, and I'm just like, we're gonna fall in one day. We're gonna be walking up the stairs, and the stairs are gonna go downstairs on the basement. That's how I feel. That's all. I don't know if it really is, but that's how I feel. There's some areas in the kitchen that are kind of squishy, and I'm like, we might up in the basement one day while we're cooking dinner. Just be like, oh yay, here we are. But yeah. Yeah, it's fun, let me tell you. But, you know, we had to stop kind of looking for a house because we had to get our truck fixed and some tires on it. And now there's still something wrong with the truck, and it's like, ah. And then we had to, well, okay, we didn't have to trade in our car, but I feel there was a lot of things going wrong with the car, so we traded in the car, and yeah, I'm not sad about it because I love my new car, and I will just deal with the house that's falling apart around me because I love my new car.
And you own it. It's not like you own the house. You don't own the house.
Right. Pam, you know what? That's a great idea. I will let them know that, hey, it rained inside my windows because they're, yeah. Which is it probably does. You know, I don't know. I don't check on the windows. We have them plasticked. Is that even a word? Plasticked?
Plasticized?
Plasticked. We have the window, there's plastic covering the windows. God, that just, we put up plastic around the windows. There.
Plastic.
Uh-oh. I put my pencils away and should not have. Just saw. I need to figure out what color to do the under part of these. Ramona! Mona dear, how are you?
Hi, Mona.
Jim, only one person in the kitchen at a time. Yeah.
Yep, and that person has to pass everything out to everything else that everybody else wants.
Yep. And Cindy Decker says, oh, good. I was just going to ask if you were going to use press and seal. Works great to help prevent drying out. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me do a bluish purple on these. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to be what I want, but we're going to slap some color down. And then we'll pull the purple we had in our hair in again, I think.
Yeah, you love your car. I love my edge, and sad face.
Yeah.
I love my edge.
But now you're gonna love your new Beetle.
Well, Steve said you can only put like 2 cases of beer in the trunk. Like that's not enough room for me. I need my edge.
Yeah. Yeah, I do gotta take my car in though, because the automatic lift gate is not being automatic when it's supposed to be. Which I can go into the settings and turn off the auto lift and then open and shut it and then do the auto again and it works just fine. But I don't think I need to do that every couple of weeks. You know what I mean? I should not have to do that. I don't know what I'm doing with these suction cups. But I'm putting some gray on the suction cups and then I'm going to go in with the purple over the top. Although I like that blue under there, I'm not going to lie, I kind of like that. I'm just going to leave it. I lied. I'm going to leave it like this. And then I just got to figure out her skin color. But I'll probably do that another day because I'm getting tired. You guys, wore me out. Wore me out. Actually, let me do her skin because if I don't, I won't. I lie a lot. I want to do stuff, but then I never do it. So let me just...
She lies to herself.
I do. See, let's do this, and then I don't do this. I need a piece of white paper.
Yeah, I like things clean, and this is bugging me.
What's bugging you?
That it's not clean anymore. I just used it today.
Oh.
It's not. It has to look brand new.
No, it doesn't. It needs to look loved and used, or people will think you just buy it and don't use it. And we don't want that.
That would be my husband, Cindy. Need beer. Oh yeah, he showed me a joke like the sink was finally fixed, that the beer was coming out of the tap.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. What date was I on the... Yeah, we were just doing our call, and I'm like, I just left the door open and let everyone in. Here, come and see what I'm doing. Nothing.
That's all right.
They have to be nosy, because if it's a room that they're not allowed in, then they want to be in it for sure.
Well, especially when their mom's in there.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't turn out too bad at all. So I did a mix of an orange and a brown to get my skin tone, because I didn't just want it that color. You see? Oh, you guys can't even see. You guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, I threw some orange in there, and then I'm putting the brown over the top of it. I make my own colors a lot because I do. I just am picky. I'm picky.
Yeah, me and Elizabeth were just yapping one night, and she had 3 primary colors, and she made all of her own colors and her own background paper.
Yep.
Just like that.
Yep, I used these colors. You guys can't see them, but trust me, they're there. I used those because I hadn't used them in a long time, and I've been trying to do stuff that I haven't done in a long time, which I bought these like last year or so, and I actually never used them. Go figure. But uh-oh, where'd they go? They were here.
What, your papers?
Yeah, my little papers that I made. Oh, they're buried under my other things.
Oh.
So where are they at? Here they are. So yeah, I made a lighter bluish purple. I made purple, and then I made the pinky pink. This actually does have a touch of blue in it. And yeah. And then I made my own green because, well, there's no green in the list. But yeah, I was doing these because I'm thinking about holding a little exactly how-to classes for subscribers that, you know, the memberships. Trying to figure out something fun for my membership peoples when I get them. And this is one of my ideas. I didn't really like this one. See, these are one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I was not digging that, but I liked this one. And I liked this one. I was trying to do something simple, you know, and this here was just taking the brush and kind of smooshing it into these weird shapes. And then this one was just taking the brush and tapping it. That's all that was. And then doing a little dot of green and stuff. But yeah. And then when we were talking earlier, this is Deborah! I just stuck my finger right smack in it. This is what we were talking about, me trying to muck up. This is not lunar paste, my friends. I know. What? This here is my only jar of stencil butter. And to be fair, I bought this before lunar paste was ever a thing.
Is it still wet?
Did you not hear me just say I just stuck my finger right in it?
Oh.
But yeah, I smoothed it over. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, the thinner areas are dry, but the two pieces of paper did not meet, and so I was filling the void, so it's really thick right there.
Oh, okay. But everything else around it is dry?
Yeah, for the most part. But yeah, I just applied it like I would my solar or lunar paste. And it is pretty shiny.
Yeah, I say. But, so your fingers.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is my little box. One of our Sundays I worked on it for my little book that we got going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I'll be doing this technique. Try and turn this over without touching everything. I'm gonna add a little bit of that in there and do that on the back side too. But and then I'm gonna gold foil these white areas because it's sticky tape. But yeah, this is chartreuse. Of course I bought it because it's gorgeous, and the reason I put it here is because of the front of my journal. I have that chartreuse on here, so I used it here, so I wanted it to be on this as well. Just kind of blend it together a little bit. But yeah, so there's that.
Am I upside down on my head?
You are on your head. They will not see me because I'm still in my jammies.
I'm doing a handstand.
I'm still in my jammies. Although, yeah, they probably saw my jammies, but that's okay. I bought a lot of stencil butter before Simon introduced his lunar paste. She says, so I'm stuck with them. Just can't justify having both. Well, here's what you do. You go through and you use it up. You use it all up, and then you go ahead and get both. But This was the only one I bought, so I didn't hesitate to get the Simon Hurley ones. So yeah, I did not hesitate. But you guys, I had fun.
Come on. Why isn't it not doing it now?
I don't know. I gotta put this thread together.
It's not working.
There you are.
Next time, one-handed. One finger.
See, land was on the back. Sea and air. Okay. And then, oops, I just creased my mermaid. Okay, so she goes here like so. This goes in here like so. And then something, I messed something up. Look. And then you go in here. Yeah, okay, there we go. I fixed it. And then I'm gonna put her here. So I need to put a sticky note. Because when I figure something out, I like to put a sticky note. Otherwise, I'll forget. And she is Pink Ink Design. Maharayan Siren. I'm just gonna do Siren. Merlady.
Maharani.
Whatever. Too many wordings. Maharani. But yeah, so there's my book. I'll be working on this for a while because it's gonna get ginormous. But I think I'm gonna split this and expand it with something because this is just keep getting fatter and fatter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
So I might expand this somehow because I really like this to be the cover. I really like this.
Oh, did you guys see that? I made it.
Yeah, her made her own. What's his facey?
Ink pad holder.
Yes. I left the room for 2 minutes, and Catzilla chewed half of my stuff, and Deborah is on her head. Yeah, no potty breaks. Cindy says, wow, Deborah, your craft room looks wonderful from what she can see.
Why, thank you.
Ramona says, I hope in the near future I can go back to one job and watch all the lives. I hope that for you too, my dear. And just to go back to one job, working 2 jobs, I can't imagine. I feel for anybody that has to work more than one. That's not cool. And so Susan says, Deborah, how? So, funny story, the outer casing to her ink pad storage is a shadow box picture frame that she picked up here when she was visiting me, and then she did measure and choppy chop and made her own ink pad storage. Pam, thanks for popping in. Thanks to everybody else for popping in. You know,
Pam.
And hopefully we'll get to see you guys again. I will be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with Patterned Paper Monday. Okay, and then on Wednesday, we're gonna do hot foil with our Christmas letterpress plate. So yeah, we're gonna use the letterpress as a hot foil plate because that's what I said I would do last week. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do this week. I agree with Gloria. Hi Gloria, I'm at work and forgot to say hi. Well, thanks for popping in while you're at work, Miss Ramona. Not 10987. Hopefully you get off soon. It's 7 her time-ish. And Shay and everybody, Susan, thank you all. And we'll see you right here, 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday. Until then, my friends, I hope you stay crafty. And
nice seeing everybody.
Bye. She's doing a hand dance. High five.